Hello Pisces, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading from the 9th to the 15th of December 2019 for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I hope you're well, Pisces. So I'm just pulling an overarching tarot card to see what the message for you for the week is. So, okay. No, it's not falling on the table. Angel, spirits, guides, what is the message for Pisces, please? Message, okay. Pisces, we have the Four of Cups here. Now, the Four of Cups is, you see, these three cups are empty on the floor, and the universe, God, the divine, whatever matters to you, whatever resonates with you, is offering you a full cup now. But this person is crossed arms, crossed legs, they're not open to receive. And yet, this is the divine nudge card for me as a reader, where the universe is saying, listen, some of you might have been through an emotional time, some of you might feel emotionally drained from a situation, but now is the time to allow yourself to be open to receive the new. Now is the time to move forward. Now is the fours in tarot can be stagnating energy. And this is where for some of you, you're being told, listen, you've been through a period where your glasses have been empty. And the cups in tarot can be linked with our emotions, our feelings, our happiness, joy, all the extremes of emotion that you can experience, whether it's good or bad. But this is something that's good that's been offered to you. You're being offered a chance of happiness, a chance of emotional uplifting energy now. Even an opportunity maybe for some of you. It is not about missing an opportunity to move forward for some of you. It is about really opening up. Understanding what is keeping you stuck. The cup's energy is intuition as well. So allow yourself to connect to your intuition now in order to move forward, because it's our intuition, that high priestess energy, that guides us through the murky waters of our emotions. So we understand how to open up and move forward in situations. It is about trusting your instincts in situations as well, where you need to be instinctive. It is generally your immediate reaction to something is your instinct. And it is about trusting that now. Now, for some of you, you might well have been through an emotional situation. This can also represent boredom, where you're just feeling stagnated. It could be in a job, it could be in a relationship, it could be in your home, it could be with small things. Where the universe is saying now it's time to open up, now it's time to bring greater growth into your life, greater expansion, greater connections even, whatever this cup means. But it is about moving on, moving forward. Interesting, Pisces. I do like the Four of Cups, because you're being told it's time to move forward. Okay, let's get a reading card. Okay. We have the Whale, Soul's Path, honour your soul purpose. I do feel this can link to intuition as well. It is soul guidance, divine guidance. That is our intuition. So I do feel for some of you, it is aligning to the old path, understanding how to move forward now by trusting your intuition. And the next one is boundaries, stand your ground. If whatever you've been through, whatever challenge you've been through, this is people, there's a line, isn't there, certainly with friends, family, loved ones, that you just don't cross. And I guess that might resonate for some of you. Maybe that line's been crossed. And it might well be now. You need to listen to your instinct in order to bring new enrichment into your life now. in order to move forward from something that could have been quite emotional. Okay, and finally let's pull an angel answer card before we get onto the tarot cards. Angels, what is the message for Pisces, please? 9th to the 15th of December 2019. This is coming out a lot, this card this week, but you know, cards are pre-shuffled, they're shuffled on camera, you know, it is what it is. It's a message for you. Now is the time to move forward. Now is the time to take action. This is what the universe is telling you as well. The Four of Cups is about the divine nudge. You're being nudged forward now. Beautiful. I will say, actually, one thing that I am seeing, with this being boundaries, and we talk about stand your ground, boundaries can also be something that contain us, something that we're too comfortable with, somewhere where we can be bored as well, Pisces. You know, we set the same limitations on ourselves, and it might well be, you know, is the time to break through boundaries as well. So for some of you, that might resonate for you as well. That's what I'm getting to. Okay. Not yet. Just want to shuffle the cards a little bit. Okay, angel, spirits, guides, what is the message for Pisces, please? Message for Pisces. Starting with the past position. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups, past position. Present position, Pisces. Wow, we have the Devil. You see, this is the Saturnian energy that keeps you exactly where you are, that sets boundaries and limitations. Some of you might resonate with that. Your challenge, Pisces. Queen of Wands. Advice from Spirit, we have the Four of Swords. And outcome. Celebration, wonderful. We have the Three of Cups. This is also about moving on, bringing new happiness into your life. Reasons to celebrate as well. One more. Okay, angel, spirits, guides, can we have clarifiers for the cards on the table, please, for Pisces? 9th to the 15th of December 2019, please. Thank you. So, past position, the Two of Cups clarifies the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to pull one more. Two of Swords. Okay, the Devil in the present position is clarified by, interesting, Three of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands is clarified in the challenge position. It's clarified by Judgment, powerful card. Four of Swords, Pisces. Advice from Spirit is clarified by the Five of Cups. And the Three of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Swords. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck. Look at that. This is destiny. This is powerful destiny. Actually, you've got Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune in the same deck, let alone the same spread. So this is about aligning to your destiny. This is the divine nudge, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it is aligning to your soul purpose. Listen to your intuition, because you're being guided to where you need to be now. There is divine orchestration here, which is why you're being told to move forward. You're being told to take action. Listen to your intuition. What are your instincts telling you with regard to a situation? If you're bored in a situation, it's about listening to your instincts on what you want to do. If you've been emotionally drained in a situation or been through an emotional roller coaster, this is also listening to your instincts, because you're being guided. But this is destiny. Needing to be exactly where you need to be right now. Being pushed forward to align with where you need to be. Powerful. So you have two queens in the reading. You know, sometimes this can be a person. They may, I mean, this is a Cancer, this is an Aries for me as a reader. So it might well be that a person embodies those qualities of fire and water. Or it might well be that they, one might be a Cancer rising with an Aries moon, you know, whatever it is. I feel for some of you there is somebody of influence in your life. Now, two queens can generally, you know, I do lean, when I see two queens, it can lean towards female energy. But as it's a general reading, you can take it as male or female. I feel for some of you, you need to be emotionally centered in order to make decisions now. And remember, the Queen of Cups, water energy, water, Cups energy is all about intuition. It is about trusting yourself in order to bring success into your life, in order to bring love into your life, in order to move forward. Now, she has the only closed cup on here. It might well be for some of you, the past position is looking like there was love. There was love, real love here. And then there was, this can be a deceptive quality, somebody not having a clear picture of the situation in order to make decisions and choices, in order to see truths. This is the moon in Libra. This is the deceptive quality of our emotions. So whatever this Two of Swords means, because I do feel for some of you there was love here, Pisces. And I am saying it in the past tense, this is the past position in terms of categories. The Queen of Cups, the first thing that she has is self-love. She has emotional centeredness from within, and that makes her solid in her external world. I feel for some of you, you know, there is a need to be solid. There is a need where you've needed to find your emotional centeredness. It could be to do with love. Sometimes this can be an offer of love. But the way I'm reading this card today, those cliffs are really standing out for me. And this is the White Cliffs of Dover in England, you know, and those waves, or our emotions, can crash against that solid structure as much as it wants, but it's not going to move them. And this is about getting to a point where you need to be solid from within. You need to reconnect with yourself through your intuition, because that's how you make choices. And I feel for some of you there's a choice that needed to be made, or needs to be made, past or present, because we are going into the Devil energy, to do with a relationship in particular. And this is when your emotions cloud your judgment. You see, we've got all this water behind this person, and they can't even see the sword's truth, perspective, all of that kind of energy. Swords is very decisive by nature, but this person has a blindfold on. And I feel for some of you there is just some kind of imbalance, because you're told, certainly the Two of Cups is about balance as well. Yes, it is about love, but it is also about balance, as is a Libran energy, finding balance in order to make clear decisions or choices. And for me, that is what's happened for some of you, which probably ties in with why you're getting this Four of Cups energy. Because this is somebody who is stuck, because they just can't get perspective on a situation. They can't get their head round a situation. You see, this is where you need to listen to that moon energy, the moon in Libra. Listen to your intuition. That is moon energy. I do feel for some of you, you're getting ready to move on. I do think, this is interesting. I like this. I like the way this has come out. I'm just going to nip over to the advice from Spirit message. Here's the thing, Pisces, that I'm feeling in the reading at the moment. We have somebody, this is the advice from Spirit. This again for me is a bit of a divine nudge card in a way, because we have somebody who is mourning what's gone. This liquid from these 3 cups is poured onto the floor. Again, we have 3 empty cups again. This can sometimes be the lack of manifestation. The 3s in tarot are really important numbers because they can represent the Trinity, they can represent the beginnings of manifestation, the actual getting to a level of beginning to see things change, beginning to see things happen, getting to a level of small success, But it can be about moving on, moving forward in some way and bringing closure to situations that need to close. As you move forward, you close off what's gone. And I feel for some of you, even though this is a 5 of Cups, and I understand that, these really relate to each other, as do these 3 cups relate to the same message. It's interesting, because I now think that you're being told the glass is half full, it's not empty anymore. This is somebody who is mourning the loss of a relationship, the loss of a job, the loss of friendships, loss of pets, whatever this is, somebody is stuck in the past and they're not moving forward. And now these 2 cups are right behind them. They're cloaked in black, and they're right behind them, full of potential in the present, full of uplifting energy in the present, as is that 1 cup being offered by the divine, God, the universe, to this person, saying there is an opportunity to receive a full cup again, to be uplifted, to reach that happier place, to move on emotionally. And I feel for some of you now it's time to move on emotionally. And I feel that's the success of the 3 of Cups for you. You might need support from other people. It might well be this female energy here is somebody in your life who is supporting you. Because I do feel now is the time to allow yourself to move on. These are people who, the 3s are the very beginnings of getting to the next level, or a level of success, small successes. But it can be about beginning to emotionally move on as well. And you see, they've worked hard and they're beginning to get their reward. They're beginning to reap their harvest for all their hard work, and there's celebration here for that reason. And this is saying that you have to now take steps to reap your reward, to move on emotionally in some way, and move away from whatever this loss was. This can also be about regret. This can also be about looking back on what's gone. Sometimes, even in between relationships or in between jobs, you tend to look back rather than forward. And this is very much about looking forward. Because the devil is somebody who keeps you exactly where you are. You can stay, with the devil, you can stay in this energy forever. It's a Saturnian energy. It puts a ring around you. So you can't break free. That is the devil energy. And you see, these people are in chains. And yet these lovers, the chains are loose. They could easily walk away, but they just don't know how to because they feel powerless. And yet in reality, nobody can take our power. We give it. And what you have to ask yourself, what are you giving your power to now? Are you giving your power to some negativity that's gone? Are you giving your power to something that's ended? Because it's misplaced. I feel for some of you it's understandable, but I think now, with the universe saying it's time to move on, this is not looking in the right direction in order to move on for some of you. And that's because you're not getting perspective. And I do feel for some of you, you do now have the opportunity to get back on track, to find solid ground. You may well have felt powerless in a situation. You know, this can also talk about toxic relationships, things that end badly, manipulation, struggle, power struggles, can be at work as well, Pisces. It's not limited to love. I feel for some of you there's an opportunity now to get back on track. The Knight of Pentacles can actually be about an opportunity too, but it's also about change. Can be an opportunity in money, can be an opportunity in career, can be a connection, a new connection. Could be associated with this. This is earth energy. So, like I said, whatever this is, some of you are taking steps to move on and get back on track. It may have felt like you've been working and trying to do that, Pisces, but I do feel this is the week where some of you are going to break free of whatever this energy is and begin to see through the illusion, because your challenge is to take action. Obviously, I've spoken about the Queens already. They could be people in your lives offering you something, offering you emotional support, offering you an opportunity of some kind, offering you a connection of some kind. But I do feel for some of you, now is the time to act. Now is the time to act, to bring. And this is intuitive decisiveness. The Queen of Wands, she doesn't just act. She doesn't just jump at every opportunity. She doesn't just act when she, it is very much linked to this cat here in the picture, which is also about primal instincts. It is our pure instincts, and that can link to our intuition as well. She makes calculated choices based on her instincts because she understands her own capabilities, her own magnetism to bring success into her life. And you're being told that you can bring success into your life. You can really take the helm of your life. This is somebody who takes control. She's a warrior queen. She's an Aries. She understands how to bring success into her life, but she only looks forward. She doesn't look back. And I feel that's your challenge now. And in order to do that, the Judgment card is, it appears when you need to make a final choice or decision. Could be to do with a person in your life. But I feel this is also about stepping out of whatever darkness that you've been in into your light. Because it's saying, when it appears, it says it's time. You've learnt the lessons of the past. You've mourned enough for whatever's gone. You've held on to this for long enough now, whatever it is, Pisces. And now is the time to release. Because when Judgment appears, it's time. It's a wake-up call. It is a time of awakening to your higher spiritual calling, aligning very much to destiny, because these are cards of destiny. Taking steps, bringing positive change. Maybe by doing practical things, maybe by focusing on business, focusing on practical things in your life now, Pisces. You know, the Pentacles energy is practical detail. For some of you, whether it's to do with business, money, property, home, relationships, can be taking steps to bring positive change into your life, but doing practical things, routine. For jobs, it would be like filling in CVs, trawling the internet for jobs, that type of thing, setting up alerts, whatever you do. And it is just the practical detail, the little things that matter, that bring the greatest change. And for some of you, it is about now taking steps forward, getting back on track. Because you're ready for change. Like I said, it could be linked with a decision. Could be to do with what these queens represent, probably one person. Could be to do with a Capricorn as well, for some of you. You're being asked. Some of you have gone through a period of recovery. You know, I can see that as well. The Pentacles energy can be linked to health too. There's positive change here. This can be about recharging, recovery from what's gone, something that really hit you deeply. But this is somebody who's getting perspective. They're getting on top of a situation in their mind now, in their internal energy, by allowing themselves to see truths where you didn't see truths in the past, where you weren't really able to get a handle on it, perspective on it, get your head around it, all of this kind of energy. This is where now Spirit is saying, you can get a handle on this now. You're ready to see the truth of a situation. Because the truth is liberating with the Four of Swords. This knight has his sword at his side. He understands. He's been out in battle. He's recharging here. But he's re-strategizing. He's understanding now the next action, what he's going to do next, what his next strategy is, where he's going from here. And that is what you're doing. Some of you are beginning to think, okay, I'm ready to move on now. And Spirit is saying it's time. Because there's new happiness here. There's new joy here. It is about releasing whatever this energy was. This can be about hurts, this can be about disappointments, upsets, anxiety, things that have affected your daily routine, which is why I'm probably talking about routine here. Interesting. The practical things. Getting back into a routine. Could be doing things like health and exercising and taking care of yourself again. For those of you who might have, this energy might have knocked you a little bit. It is about bringing that new emotional drive into your life now as well. And moving on from whatever this energy was. Because as soon as you allow that negativity, that first sword in, that first negativity, they just stack up on the wall. And this person isn't looking at the truth. It's an overwhelming energy that is magnified because it's not perspective. It's not the reality of the situation. It's just what your emotions, your mind can play tricks on you. Keep you feeling anxious, keep you feeling negative. And it's time to get perspective on it in order to understand how to move forward now. Powerful, Pisces. Because certainly for some of you, I did look at that. Look. I do feel for some of you there is going to be, you're moving towards positive change. Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune can be about... Okay. But the cards just fell out for me then. Okay. The Two of Wands is about taking steps to start changing your world for the better. But you see, he holds the world in his hands. This is Mars in Aries. It's about owning your power now. Feeling that recharging energy, finding that drive, finding that passion again. To move forward, taking steps, taking control. This is the young Emperor. Because there is some success to be had. This can also be where you're heading towards celebration, joy, marriage, engagement. So some of you could be meeting somebody new in your life. So I do say don't fear it, because there is good fortune here, Pisces. This is a Jupiterian energy. This is all about destiny, divine orchestration, meeting people you're meant to meet, things happening because they were always meant to happen. It's not always easy to get to that place where you need to be, but this is when things are turning in your favour. This is when you're getting to that point where you can start opening up to expansion, to new growth, to new opportunities, to new connections. Certainly in terms of money and career, this is very, very positive as well. The Wheel of Fortune very much links to money and career in particular. But this is about allowing good things to come into your life. because you're being given that divine nudge. It's beautiful. And it's very much linked to destiny. Know that things happen because they're meant to happen in order for you to get to the place where you need to get to. And sometimes you need to learn the experiences of this in order to appreciate whatever that means for you. Okay, let's pull a fairy card. Okay. Pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. Yeah. State your intention now. Make it solid, because that's where positive change happens. The nights are about change. You might have felt things were moving very slow, Pisces. You were stuck in stagnant energy for a while. But this is, things are happening, whether you know it or not. It is about just going with it. And release. Understand what you need to release now in order to move forward. But I kind of think that you already know that, because the Queen of Wands is somebody who's very instinctive. You already know what's holding you back. You already know the steps you need to take now. So, powerful message. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a wonderful week for you, Pisces, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.